Hello, everyone. How you doing? This one I thought I'd do a little differently because it just kind of struck me that I wanted to talk about. In this election, podcast seems to have played a surprisingly pivotal role, especially in reaching audiences that traditional media often misses. As a longtime advocate for podcasts and the founder of Budapest.fm here in Central Europe, I've always believed in the power of long-form conversations to build trust, nuances, and a deep engagement with ideas. But this election really underscores that point. Not only did podcasts attract massive viewership, but it also seems to have connected with voters in a way that mainstream media just can't. It can't do. Consider the numbers, right? Donald Trump's recent interviews, from what I can gather, across top platforms like the Joe Rogan Experience, Full Send, Lux Friedman, it racked up an estimated 250 million views. And that's excluding additional listens from platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I mean, those are some crazy numbers. And by comparison, the Harrison-Trump debate drew about 51.2 million views, if I remember correctly, across all platforms. Podcasts offer something unique, an unfiltered, unscripted space that allows for more intimate and extended conversations. Joe Rogan Experience, for instance, dedicates hours to each guest, creating a format where guests can present their ideas without constraints of sound bites, which is so important. In Trump's appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, listeners heard him speak about complex topics, some controversial, without the typical interruptions of televised interviews. This format lets audiences feel they're getting more authenticity or authentic version of the candidate, leaving a higher engagement and perhaps even trust. Moreover, podcasts are drawing in a younger generation, many of whom are disillusioned by mainstream media and prefer real conversations where they feel host and guest are talking to them, not at them. For anyone who has been skeptical about the influence of podcasts, this election is a case study in their growing impact. Podcasts don't just amplify reach. They foster trust and engagement, often bridging divides that mainstream media struggles to navigate. It's clear that podcasting isn't just about entertainment anymore. It's about shaping conversations that affect real-world decisions. So those who are not paying attention to podcasts, you better start.